तो गाइस तो मॉर्निंग टाइम आ चुके हैं। मॉर्निंग टाइम में सबसे पहले क्लास शुरू करते हैं कंप्यूटर की। तो कंप्यूटर जो है क्वेश्चन आपका है व्हाट इज़ कंप्यूटर। तो कंप्यूटर क्या होता है, यानी कि देखिए कंप्यूटर इज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस दैट रिसीव्स इनपुट फ्रॉम द यूज़र, calculates, process the raw data into meaningful information and provide the desired results as output. Basically, desired results as output. Basically, it has the capability to perform data. It needs electricity for work. It never get tired and never get mistake. The computer was invented by Charles Babbage. Computer word taken from Latin word computere or computes. Computere or computes means to calculate. Important features of computer. First, speed. Computer perform very fast calculation and processing of million instructions and tasks in a few seconds. Efficiency. Computers are not only fast but also the information processed is highly efficient and accurate. Reliable. Computers are highly reliable for long working hours and can do heavy durations unlike humans. Versatile. The variety of tasks that a computer can perform is highly versatile, as the functions and tasks performed can be of a billions type, ranging from simple calculation to highly complicated science researches. Storage. The amount of data that a computer can store is very vast, and also the management and accessing of data is very organized and efficient. It also avoids the loss of data. Basic operations of the computer. Some of the basic operations done by the computer are: first, accept or input data. That refers to collecting the data and instructions being given by the user. It can also be termed as data capturing. Data storage. The data is required to be stored at various levels while processing, before processing, or even after processing to store desired results. This is data storage. Data processing. This refers to processing the given data according to the given instructions and producing the required output. Displaying the calculated result. That refers to producing the output on the output devices once the result is calculated. Full form of computer: C for stand calculation, O for operating, M for machine, P for powerful, U for useful, T for technology, E for electronic, R for right. Component of computer. First, input unit. The input unit basically includes the input devices, and its operations is to take the input from the user. The input data is not in machine language. Therefore, the input unit converts it into the language of the computer binary code. Some important input devices are keyboard, mouse, microphone, scanner, barcode reader, light pen, joystick, etc. Second, output unit. When we command a computer to perform a task, it reverts for the action performed and gives us a result. This result is called output. There are various output devices connected to the computers such as monitor, printer, speaker, headphone, earphone, projectors, plotters, etc. Memory unit. When we enter the data into the computer using an input device, the entered information immediately gets saved in the memory unit of the CPU. Because of the presence of some existing program, the memory unit transmits the data further to the other parts of the CPU. Control unit. This is the core unit which manages the entire functioning of the computer device. It is one of the most essential components of the computer system, ALU. ALU stands for Arithmetical and Logical Unit. All the mathematical calculations or arithmetic operations are performed in the arithmetic and logical unit of the CPU. It can also perform actions like a comparison of data and decision-making actions. The ALU, addition, subtraction, ALU comprises circuits using which addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, other numerical based calculation can be performed. Central processing unit. Central processing unit is the core of any computer devices. It comprises three major components of the computer which have been discussed above: MU, CU and ALU. All these three units are elements of CPU and together help in the efficient working and processing of data. It is also known as the brain of computer, and no action can be conducted by a device without the executions and permission of the central processing unit. Early computing device. History of computer. People used sticks, stones, iron, bones as counting tools before computers were invented. More computer devices were produced as technology advanced and the human intellect improved over time. Let us look at a few of the early age computing devices used by mankind. First, abacus. Abacus was invented by the Chinese around 4,000 years ago. It's wooden rack with metal rods with beads attached to them. The abacus operator moves the beads according to certain guidelines to complete arithmetic computations. Napier's bone. John Napier's devices Napier's bones, a manually operated calculating, which was invented by John Napier 1550 to 1617 of Manchester. In these calculating tools, he used different average strips or bones with numbers to multiply and divide, so the tool became known as Napier's bones. It was also the first machine to use the decimal point. MS Word.